All right. Sorry if you guys can hear my kids. They're like chasing and playing with the dog, and it's kind of loud. And then I have my neighbor out back like sawing something. So anyways, welcome to tonight's call. I was super pumped up and excited. I was figuring out what I should speak on this week. And I was like, you know what? A lot of coaches are shooting for Emerald. And I get a lot of coaches asking me, what exactly do you do, Crystal, to build your business? And I just wanted to share with you guys and keep it simple, basic, to the point, and share with you guys like what I do. And it's nothing special, and you've heard it many times before probably. But I want you guys to know that you're doing right, that you're already doing what you're supposed to be doing. You just probably have to do a little bit more. So, I'm going to share with you guys, what I do, what works best for me. And I want you guys to take and learn and maybe try it out yourselves. I don't always want you guys to follow exactly what I'm doing, because honestly, we're all different. And I've had to find what works for me. And so I want you guys to, constantly go out and search and try new things and be resilient and just give things a try. It doesn't hurt to try it a couple times and say, okay, that doesn't work for me, so I'm going to go try doing it this way. But I do want to give you guys some tricks and tips. I've been having a hard time saying that word, tricks. But basically tips of what other coaches do. And this business is super simple, but a lot of times we complicate it and we make it harder than it really is. And it's not that hard. It's just a matter of being consistent with it. So basically, successful coaches master the mundane things, right? Darren Hardy said that at Summit. That's those mundane things that are hard to do. And what are those things? It's the 4 bad behaviors. The 4 bad behaviors, they're easy to do and they're easy not to do. And a lot of people get tired of doing them. A lot of people come up with excuses of not doing them. Say, well, I'm too tired today, I'll just do it tomorrow. And then tomorrow comes and it never gets done. And so it's those mundane things that make us as Beachbody coaches successful. And you can look at, Lindsay Matway, Scotty Hobbs, Brigitte Linford, and Missy, and you can say, what the heck did they do to build their businesses? And every single one of them will tell you, I just stuck to the 4 vital behaviors and I just did it by 10. I just did it over and over and over, and I did a lot of it. And 2, the first one is, inviting. I feel like so many of us are terrified of inviting, it can be a scary thing, right? If you are not used to talking to people, if you're like me, and would just be terrified of, well, what is this person going to think of me? What is so-and-so going to think of me? They're just going to think I'm constantly annoying them. No, you have a mission and you have a purpose, and you're out to go and help as many people as possible. And once you think of it that way, and those are not your people if they get annoyed with you. They're not your type of people. Those are not the people you want to work with. Trust me. You just want to move on, and you want to find the ones that really do want your help and really want what you have. And so inviting, it can be a scary thing. But it is probably the most important thing. And I'm going to share with you a little bit later on with each rank what kind, where you want to work with, what vital behaviors go in place with each rank. But you guys, inviting can be scary at first, but once you get into it, it becomes so much more simpler. If you guys haven't watched or listened to the National Wake Up Call on this past Monday, I also went and listened to some of her trainings last night. I couldn't go to sleep last night, and I stayed up till 12 watching videos, and then I was dreaming all night. I was talking to people, inviting people to join me, because I was so pumped up after those calls. And so if you haven't watched them, I posted 2 videos last night, and they're both on an Instagram training. But I also watch this girl, and basically what she does, she's like, I hate computers. I don't like working with computers because I don't know how to work them. And so she uses just a pad of paper, okay? And she's like, I usually pick 26 names, and she's like, I only pick 26 names because there's 26 lines on a piece of paper. And basically how she does it is super, super simple. And so she goes and she will write down all of her new friends that accepted her friend request. So she'll write them at the top, and then the middle people, she will, what was it? It was like, I need you to get out. Okay. Can you get out, please? It was people that had commented and liked on her post. So it was sending out thank yous. And then the last section was just reaching out to people and just rebuilding and reconnecting with them. It was kind of just like the thank yous, but it was like going to their page and going in and saying, oh my gosh, girl, your new hair looks so cute. Where did you get it done? Or, oh, it looked like you and your husband had such a fun time at the Bahamas. What all did you do? Because I would love to go there sometime. You know, you're just reaching out to people and you're connecting with people. And she said every one of those conversations turns into a coaching opportunity. And it turns, oh gosh, I have the dog in here now. And it turns into, nope. And he eats everything. So go. And it turns into an invite or the coaching opportunity. And she said, you know what? You're going to get burnt out of, can you get the dog out of here? Yes. You're going to get burnt out of just selling challenge packs, and you're going to get burnt out of just, selling stuff. And so she's like, I really focus on recruiting. Okay. And she says she offers the coaching opportunity to every single person she talks to, which is an incredible thing, because we want all these other people to have what we have. We have an incredible thing right now. And if you don't realize that, you need to take a step back and realize what you're sitting on right now. We are basically sitting on a gold mine, you guys. I'm not joking. We're getting ready to launch to the UK, and you know, Canada is just barely new. I think we've only been in Canada for only 4 years or something. And there's so many people that do not know about Beachbody. And you may feel like, well, I'm talking to all these people that already know about Beachbody. Okay, change your mindset and start thinking, okay, who can I help today? Who doesn't know about Beachbody? Where can I find those people? Because there's billions of people in this world, and we have the opportunity to help them. Not everybody knows about Beachbody. There's only like 450,000 coaches, okay? And that's a very small number if you think about it, compared to 1 billion people. So go out and find those people. Go out and reach to those people. But that's kind of like how she breaks down her invites. And it's all just like a straight out commenting. Thank you so much for commenting and following me on, you know, my journey. All your comments are so appreciative. And then, you know, you can just turn it around and always follow up with a question. Always end with a question, because that gives them something to respond back to. So, so when you go and comment and say thank you, be like, oh, are you on your health and fitness journey as well? Or are you currently working out? Or are you and one thing that I heard her say over and over and over again was, are you a coach too? And that opens the opportunity for them to just go straight into coaching. And you guys cannot be terrified of talking about coaching. You cannot, because I was, and it held me back so much. So you need to look at this as, okay, I'm going to help as many people as possible and share this with so many people. And once you do that, and once you talk to more people, it's going to help you to build more confidence in yourself. It's going to help you to build more confidence in what you're saying and doing. And you guys, you don't have to be perfect. You don't have to know everything. Okay, that's why we have the FAQ. We have each other to help each other ask questions. And you don't have to know everything. So don't wait and hold yourself back from having to know everything before you start talking to people, because that's why most people quit, because they're like, oh, I have to know all of this stuff, and I don't have time to sit and watch all these webinars and stuff. No, you don't. You just have to start talking to people, connecting with people, building those relationships with people. And then it's going to turn into, hey, have you ever considered joining me in a challenge group or whatever? And you just have to be confident in that. And you have to be open about it. And you also need to be, your why needs to be so freaking strong right now. You need to say, why am I doing this? And every single one of you are still here because you have a reason and you have a purpose of why you are doing this. And you need to be clear of what you're working towards. What are you wanting? And it was so funny because I was in church on Sunday, and the girl that was teaching our class, she was like, okay, like, do you guys dream at all? And, there was hardly anyone that raised their hand. And I was like, me! And I just like went off, and they were probably just like, oh my gosh. But I was just like, no, like, I'm not afraid to dream. And this is what I want. And this is where my vision is. It is so freaking clear. And every single one of those women probably thought I was like the craziest person ever. But no, the reality is I am dreaming big, and I know what I'm wanting in life. I know where my vision is and what I'm working towards, okay? And what I said was, I want to help other families. I want to help other families that are struggling. Other families that are struggling, either buying their kids clothes for school, school supplies, or even buying food for their family or for Christmas. Every Monday, since the past month, we've been putting $5 into this little jar for Christmas for a family around Christmas time. So every single Monday, we're going to be putting $5 into that jar. So hopefully by then we'll have a couple $100 and we can think about another family that's in need. And that is like what I'm aiming for. I'm aiming also to buy my family a house, and yeah, that's important to me. That's important to my kids. And what's important to me is traveling the world with my family and enjoying that time. So make your vision so freaking clear that when you feel like not working out, you think of that and you say, okay, I'm going to work. If you need to listen to music to pump you up, that was another thing she did. It was called like the gangster rap kind of thing on Monday on the National Wake Up Call. But she turns on music super loud and it pumps her up. It gets her energy flowing. You guys, I can't work in quiet. I can't. So I'll like go turn on music really loud in my house or put in my earphones, and I will just bust out so much work when I get that done because it just keeps me going. Okay. So what I want you guys to do, okay, I want you guys to focus. Take the next 60 days, every single day straight. I take Sundays off, so take Sundays off, okay? But make it 60 days. From starting today, 60 days, focus on your business and be consistent in those 4 vital behaviors every single day. And let's be honest, if you are wanting to grow your business, you're going to have to put in more than 1 hour a day in your business. It's just how it is. Okay. You look at the top coaches. Yeah, they're spending 13 to 14 hours a day building their businesses. No joke. I don't have time for that. A lot of people are like, well, you're a stay-at-home mom. You have all the time in the world to build this business. Honestly, you guys, like, you just saw, like, 2 of my kids just came in within like 5 minutes of each other, like bugging me. The dog came in. Like, that's my everyday life. Like, I sit in my room and they're coming in. Like, I never get a break at home. Okay. So I have to schedule my hours just like everyone else. And I have to either wake up super early. I have to work when my kids go to bed. I find when I can fit in my business, but I'm doing this with you guys. The next 60 days, focus on those 4 bad behaviors. Do a power hour. Do 1 to 2 hours, however long it takes you to do those 4 bad behaviors. And I promise you'll see growth in your business. Okay. And focus mostly on personal development, okay, and inviting, because you're going to grow. So let me share with you guys this. So if you're not seeing the results you're wanting in your business, okay, it's because you're not being consistent. And that's kind of like a punch in the throat, like, honestly, because when I first started, I was like, man, I'm not seeing any results, but am I really doing the work? And I wasn't doing the work. And I can tell the months that I'm not doing the work and the months that I am doing the work. So if you're not seeing those results in your business, it's because you're not being consistent every single day and showing up in those 4 body behaviors. So for new coaches, these are the 4 body behaviors you want to focus on from top to bottom. So the first one is, if you're a brand new coach, you want to focus on being proof of the product. You want to be consistent in that. You want to share your journey with that. You want it to become part of your lifestyle. This is a lifestyle change, okay? This is just not, okay, I'm going to lose 10 pounds for the summer and call it good. This is a lifestyle, okay, that we're shooting for. For Emerald coaches, so new coaches, you're pushing to an Emerald coach. The very first thing you need to focus on as an Emerald coach is inviting. Invite, 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 invite. I cannot say it enough. You probably want to spend 90% of your time inviting people to a challenge group, to coaching, whatever. It's one of those 2 things, okay? Or a free group. You're always inviting, okay? You want people to know, I'm a Beachbody coach, okay? Come to me, I can help you. And then you want to focus on personal development. You want to focus on growing yourself. Focus on becoming better, okay? I just learned this the other day. I posted it in my personally sponsored coaches, but it was basically like, if you are not growing every single day, you're dying. And it's so the truth. Like, you have to nourish every single part of you in order to grow. And I mean mentally, physically, emotionally, spiritually. You have to give that nutrients, vitamins every single day. You have to, pray every day. You have to read personal development every day. You work out every day. You eat good, nutritious foods. That's what nourishes everything, right? So focus on those things. As a diamond coach, you still want to do the inviting. Inviting is the most important thing, all the way up to diamond. A lot of people get to diamond and they say, okay, now I need to go into management mode. Now I have a bigger team, so now I need to manage people. Okay. For me, I try this. I did catch myself going into management mode, and so I was like, okay, I can't go into management mode. I'm not a manager. If people want this business, they will do the work. Okay. And you cannot manage people, because when you manage people, it's going to just wear you out. So when you're a diamond coach, you still keep inviting, so freaking diligent. Like, you want to keep doing that every single day. And then you want to focus on personal development. You want to grow constantly. Taking a picture. Was I smiling, Erin? And then a star diamond. Once you become a star diamond, you want to focus on personal development. You want to grow so much. Okay. And I notice a huge difference when I don't listen to personal development as when I do, because when you are a star diamond coach, you have a bigger team underneath you. You have more people coming to you saying, why is my business not growing? Or why can't I hit emerald? Why can't I hit Success Club? And you're going to have to be able to hold yourself together, and then you're going to have to be able to hold and lift them up. Okay. So personal development is so important in that. Okay. I love this because every single rank, we still do the 4 vital behaviors, but it's just different, okay, for each one. And it's awesome because, you guys, this is simple, it's basic, and all we have to do is talk to people. And once we get that down, like I said, it's easy to do and it's easy not to do. And if you're feeling like you're not connecting with people, then you're not being real enough. Okay. You're not being real enough with these people. You need to share in your posts. What in the heck are you struggling with? Okay. Like my mom has passed away. I have been struggling. Okay. I will post about it. I will tell people I've, done my workouts. This dog is just like my kids. He's like at the door, like whining and scratching to come in my room. So it's, you have to be real in your post, and you need to be authentic, because people are going to be able to relate to you so much more. Okay. and I mean, just don't post about like, negative stuff. Like share how you're overcoming it. What did you learn in your personal development? Post about your personal development stuff every single day. Share with people what you're learning, how you're growing, how you're becoming a better person, because they're going to want to have that in their lives as well. All right. Okay. So that's the 4 bad behaviors. Simple, basic, right there. Okay. And there's tons and tons of stuff in the back online office as well. We have a training group. If you're not in that training group, let me know and I can get you added in there. I can't talk right now. Okay. Just, let me know and I can get you added in there. Also, Brigitte, she's been doing new coach training groups every single month. So you can jump in that group. Also, and this is another thing too, guys. We want to make sure that we're tagging our new coaches. If you go to Team Fiercely Fit, at the very top of the page, there's a thing that's pinned at the very top. If you click on that, tag your new coach in that, because that's going to help your new coach go in the back online office and get that all set up. It's so awesome to get on calls with coaches and they're like, I go to do a GSR call with them and they're like, oh, I've already done all this. I'm like, perfect. You're doing what I tagged you in. You're doing the work. And so, get them added to that, tag them in that so they know where to get started, and then show them the training in the Beachbody the online back office. If you just go to your coach online office and then go to news and training, there's tons and tons of training in there. That's what their $15.95 pays for, okay? Pays for all that training. And I actually just went in there the other day and watched a video. They have tons of videos from like summits that are in there, and they're so amazing. I just watched one from Scotty Hobbs and Barbie. They were talking about fear. And there's just so much to learn, you guys. You just have to plug into it and share it, okay? Okay, moving on. So, okay, Emerald coaches. I know so many of you are shooting to go Emerald. And okay, so Adam just barely signed up a couple of weeks ago. And my goal, first, I want you to set a goal, okay? I want you to set a goal date of when you're going to go Emerald by. And if you're already Emerald, set another goal to go Emerald again, okay? Because when you do this, when you go Emerald to Emerald again every single month, soon you're going to be a diamond. Soon you're going to be a star diamond. Soon you're going to be a 15-star diamond, okay? So you just have to keep going Emerald every single month. Get your coaches to go Emerald every single month. So these are some things that I did to help Adam go Emerald. So my goal for him was, okay, he signed up. I believe I signed him up on the Thursday. And I said, okay, I have 1 week to make him an Emerald coach. So this is what I did, okay? I'm going to share with you guys what I did, and hopefully it helps you. So the first thing I did was I wrote down all the people I want on my dream team. When you go and you're searching like through Instagram, through all your Facebook friends, you say, I want to work with that girl. She has some potential. And I know every single one of you can tell who has potential in becoming an amazing coach. So you write their name down, okay? And when you write their names down, you're looking at it and you're envisioning them being on your team and it's becoming real, okay? And I'm pretty sure I wrote every single one of my coaches' names down that are on this team today on my dream team paper, okay? So as you write their names down, these are people that are your friends, that are your family. And a lot of you are like, well, I only have like 200 friends on my Facebook or maybe 100 friends on my Facebook. So go add new people, okay? And this is what I do. So many of you are probably added to so many hang on, I have a dumb question. When you say go Emerald every single month, what do you mean? Okay, so recruit 2 coaches. Recruit 2 coaches every single month. So you're going Emerald every single month by just recruiting 2 new coaches. Does that make sense? Okay. Yeah, so you're added to so many groups. I am. So I'll go in there and I will go to friends of friends of friends. Okay. I'll just click on one girl that looks super cute. Maybe, I want her on my team, whatever. And then I'll go to her friends and then I'll go to her friends and I'll go to her friends and I will just add those people as my friends. I grew, you guys. I think I have about 4,000 friends right now on Facebook. And the thing is I will cycle through those friends too. As they accept my friend request, okay, I will take their name and I will go and put them in Asana. You can also print off your Facebook friends list. I've done this too, where I've printed off my Facebook friends list, and then I just start at the very top and I do a page a day, and I'll invite a page a day to join me in a challenge group. And that was awesome. I did that at the beginning of this year, and I was hitting SC30, SC20, like crazy amount of numbers, okay? Because I was inviting a lot. So you can do that too. But as those people accept my friend request, I'll take their name and put them into Asana so they're always on a list. Okay, I always have those people on a list, and I always can track those people. I'm not the most organized with Asana, so don't ask me to show you Asana, but I just make sure that I have their name somewhere, because those are also the people that that girl, when she did the 26 names, those people were the names she put at the very bottom of that list, and that she was going in and just saying, hey, how are you doing? Like, oh, or commenting on their like page or on their Facebook page. Okay. But that's how I get my people. Okay. And you can even go to your friends of friends of friends. So maybe you have like a really cute friend and you're like, oh, I just love her. Maybe she has a lot of amazing other friends. So you just go and click on the friend of friend of friends. And I just scroll down and I just look at their profile pictures. At their profile pictures, you can say, oh my gosh, she's so cute, or, oh, she's making a funny face like me, like how I would, and stuff. So I just add people. And that's how you just start off, okay? And you don't have to be perfect, and you don't have to be terrified of talking to these people. And then you just reach out to them, okay? So, like I said, when that girl did the 26 names, she would just go to their Facebook page, scroll down, or she'll look at their profile picture and be like, oh my gosh, I love your hair. It is so pretty. Or she likes tattoos, so she'd be like commenting on their tattoos. Whatever it is, just find a way to talk to them. And like I said, she would always just be like, oh my gosh, I love your hair. Your hair is so pretty. Are you a coach too? So she just starts with that, and just throws it out there because it gets straight to the point. And I'm the exact same way. I'll be honest. Like, I don't like beating around the bush and talking small talk. Yeah, I love getting to know people, but I get to know people through, are you a coach? Tell me more about you. Like, what are your health and fitness goals? Like, what are you wanting to achieve? Like, tell me, talk to me, and you can't be shy about it. And I mean, honestly, like, you're behind a computer screen. Like, I feel like since I'm behind a computer screen, I'm less terrified of talking to people as if I were in public. So, okay. So I do that. Then I make that list, and then I go in and invite them to coach. You could do a straight up coach invite. Hey, I've been following you for a really long time. I find you super inspirational. I love all your positivity. Have you ever considered coaching? And then they'll be like, well, what is coaching? So this is why I wanted to run the sneak peek group, actually, because when we get those people that say, well, tell me more about coaching, then we will have a sneak peek group to throw them into. Be like, oh, well, I just started a sneak peek group actually with my team, and it can give you more information of what exactly I do as a Beachbody coach. Would you like me to add you? And so then you can just take them, add them to that sneak peek group. They can watch the videos, and then you can follow up with them in like a day or two and be like, oh, hey, how did you like that sneak peek group? Are you still interested in coaching? Like, own it. Act like they are already a coach, okay? And when you do that, then it shows how confident you are that this can change their lives. And share with them your journey too, be like, this is where I've come from. Make a YouTube video and just share your story with them, so you don't have to type it all out. Be like, well, here's a short video of my story of how I became a coach, and get them excited about it, okay? And also another thing too is I try to post as much as possible about my successes with Beachbody. If you're just making, honestly, if you're making your first check was $10, post about it. That's $10 that you didn't have before. Post about it. Share with people how that $10 helped you. I know for me that probably paid for some groceries or paid for my daughter to go to the movies. You guys, I started sharing the smallest things with people. Okay, it started off, I got my Shakeology paid for this month. I got my business fee paid for this month. Then it turned into, I paid for my daughter's soccer. I paid for my son's basketball. And then it turned into, I paid for my car payment. Then it turned into, I paid for my rent. And then it just kept going up and up and up. So you want to share those successes that you have. And you always want to make sure you use the Beachbody disclaimer. Okay, if you don't know that, I can send it to you. Your daughter is so cute, Tara. But use that Beachbody disclaimer at the very bottom of the post because we want to follow the compliance rules and we want Beachbody to last forever. So it's just following those rules. Anything with income, whatever, you want to make sure you use that Beachbody disclaimer. But post about your successes with Beachbody. Post that you're going to Summit. Post that you're going to go on a Success Club leader retreat with me, right? Like, we can dream about these things. So, like, post about it. Post about how you're going to take your family on a vacation to Disneyland and how you're working so hard to take your kids there and to the beach, you know, or to the lake. That's a mile or like just down the road from you, but you can never afford to go. Like, whatever it is, post about it. Share with people because a lot of people are in the exact same boat as you are and they're struggling just like you are. You just have to be vulnerable about it. You know, a lot of times it's hard for me to talk about my bankruptcy and, you know, how I struggled and stuff like that. But there's so many people that struggle with the exact same thing that I did. Sure. And then also run the sneak peek group because that's going to help people see what exactly we're doing. So that's why I wanted to do that. And then this is one big thing that I do. So you're always inviting to your challenge groups, okay? And the thing with this is I always give my coach or my challengers an option. I can send you what I use. It's called the discount coach script, okay? So basically what it is as soon as I shoot them the price with everything that comes in the challenge pack, I say, is that something you would like to do? Yes, I would totally love to do that. Awesome. Then I shoot them. You can either sign up as a one-time customer or you can sign up as a discount coach, okay? And this it breaks it all down for them. It gives them both options. And a lot of people are like, well, why wouldn't I do the second option, which is the discount coach, okay? So then they sign up as a discount coach. It doesn't matter if a coach is a building coach or a discount coach. It still helps you to get to Emerald. But everybody I talk to, no matter what, even if and you can't be afraid of like, oh, they're going to not want to buy the challenge pack anymore. You can't think of that. You have to think of, I'm going to help this person change their lives, okay? When you go in with that, then they're going to say, oh, yeah. And if they say customer, that's totally fine. You just move to the next person. But eventually that person's going to want to turn into a discount coach because you planted that seed with them at the very beginning, okay? And that, you guys, is just how I became an Emerald coach in 3 business centers, okay? And I just shoot for that every single month. I just shoot for, okay, this month I'm going to go Emerald again. And when you focus on those small and simple things, this business becomes simple and this business doesn't feel so overwhelming. And there's so many distractions and so many things that we can do. But if we just focus on these 4 bad behaviors, focus on going Emerald every month, help our coaches go Emerald every month, then you're going to see it happen, okay? And I think that's all I have. Erin and Jessica or Courtney or Janelle, would one of you guys want to share? And Tara, you have gone Emerald too. Do you guys want to share how you have gone Emerald? Anyone? I see Janelle.
Hey, can you hear me?
Yep, there you are.
Sorry, I'm working out.
Hey, you're multitasking. I love it.
Hey, one sec. One sec. I'll put my screen on. Well, me, it's kind of different because I, I, uh, I signed up my sister right away, like when I went on, and I signed up my mom. So I got Emerald. That's how I got Emerald, like the first day I signed up. But it's because I knew I was signing up, so the month before. So me, it's kind of different. But since then, like I'm almost diamond now. So what I did is the same thing as you when they approached me to buy a challenge pack. Right away, I tell them about how they're going to save money. But then with that 10%, I find they were only going to save $5 a month. So that was kind of put a kibosh on that. But now that they're taking that 10% off, they're going to save $23. So it's going to be way easier. Like I've already contacted like 4 people that drink it because they didn't really care before because they were only saving $5. But with them taking that 10% off, I'm pretty sure I'm going to be signing up way more coaches now because of I just say that next month their Shakeology is going to be $23 more, or if they want to sign up as a coach, which is free because they bought a challenge pack, then they're going to save the $23 a month. So I have a few people pondering on that. So I think now it's going to be easier because since I signed up, since the annual all access came out, I think, the 10%. So I find that was slowing me down, but now I think that it's going to go quicker with that. So I think that's going to help a lot of people.
Yeah, so true. And I forgot to mention too, because I didn't do this, but you can totally sign up your spouse. And holy freaking crap, if I would have signed Adam up 3 years ago, like I honestly would be making a lot more money.
Yeah, I signed up Jason right away. He's just not active, but I'm paying the coach fee just to keep his spot. And then once I start making more, then I'm going to start ordering. Well, once that shake comes for the kids there in Canada, I'm going to order that through his account for my kids, and it's going to keep him active. So that's what I'm going to do. So that's going to be good.
Yes. Yeah, like it's freaking diggity bomb bomb, like to have.
Yeah, it sucks that you couldn't sign him up before.
I know, but.
I know. But you know what? He signed up now, and he's actually working it, so that's cool.
Yes.
I haven't got my husband working the business yet. I'm working on it. He's listening to me right now.
I know. Well, Adam, he was like, well, maybe, because today was his first day back to school, he's like, maybe I should just not teach and just help you build a business more.
Yeah.
I'm like, no, just like at least work a year as a teacher. Like,
yeah, exactly.
Like, at least pay it off a little bit.
Yeah, exactly.
But yes, I would totally recommend getting those family members like right at the top. I know one of my friends, she actually signed up her dad and her husband. So those were the top 2 people. And she built her dad's business to diamond and her husband's business to diamond. So then she immediately went 2-star. Okay. Then she was able to open up her second CBC, and she's making income off her dad's account, her husband's account, her account, and then her second CBC that is placed underneath, I believe, either her husband's weak leg or her dad's weak leg. But I mean, it's creating volume. And then she made her second CBC diamond as well. So she was able to make herself a 3-star diamond.
What do they do though for like tax purposes? Because all the taxes are going to be going to her, like her dad.
Yeah. So basically she just pays him every year. Like,
okay.
A certain percentage, 20%, and just pays for those taxes.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, honestly, like this past year was the only year that I've had to pay for federal and state. So it wasn't like, a big deal.
Yeah.
Well, that's throughout the year, then it's not like, oh crap, like I have to spend $5,000, like,
Yeah. Well, I saw Jamie, like the top coach there, Fitzpatrick.
Oh yeah.
And he said that his taxes that he had to pay this year, he had to pay more than what he used to make as a teacher in 1 year. He's from Canada. He lives like not far from here, but I was like, wow, that's a huge change.
He's also in the $1 Million Club, so.
Yeah, well, and his wife is like right under him, so they're both both doing good.
Yeah, but they can afford it, so.
Oh yeah, for sure.
But yeah, I mean, you guys, this is just like running your own business. So you have to treat it as a business. Because if you just treat it as a hobby, then you're going to get a hobby results, right? So you need to treat it as a business if you want business results. So it's just
That's one thing that I tell people, because I find everyone's like, when they watch somebody that's really working the business, like a lot of times I see people say like, well, I don't have time, or I can't give it all like you are, because they see how much effort I put into it and it kind of scares them away.
yeah,
So I straight up tell them like, you know what, this is because I want this in my future. I want this as a business. You don't have to do that. Like, yes, I have big goals and big dreams and I want to do all that, but a lot of people do this as a hobby. You can do this and just get a few $100 here and there and help pay for stuff. I want to grow my business. So I kind of tell them like, you can keep doing, just keep posting stuff and just keep doing commission. That's perfectly fine. Like, I've been doing fine just with commission, but I want to get to the point where I don't have to sell to make money. I want to be able to just work off with my team. So I
yeah,
try to explain to them, that's how I say to people, like, if you just want to be a hobby coach and just work off commission, it's great commission. And then I say, but if you want to eventually build, then the potential is there. So that's
yeah,
how I kind of like, so I have a lot of people, because I'm posting so much and I'm doing so much, they see like how much effort I put into my groups, and I explain to them. That's another thing I tell the people. I say, like, everything I do, like, I have a script, I follow everything, I will share everything with you. Like, cause I think people get kind of overwhelmed, because it is true. That's why I think a lot of coaches quit right away,
yeah,
because you get a lot of no's and it is a lot of work. So that's why, like, and I kind of like, I wouldn't say lucky, because I've been working hard, but like, I've been successful from day one. So I don't even share with people how much I've made in the first 4 months, because it's not like the normal coach. Like, I don't want them to have that vision. So I try to explain to them how they can just do this as a side business and how it's perfect. And I like my market obviously as a mom. So I explain to them how, having a second income and not having to leave your house has been a blessing for my family. And I explain that, and I find it makes people, like, I have a lot of moms thinking about it right now. So I think telling them that they don't have to go all in like we do,
yeah,
till like, I had done a lot of research, right? So till they start following coaches that are successful, and then they see how it can actually be, then they're gonna jump in. But at the beginning, to like tell them everything, like, it's just too much. So that's
oh,
a way
yeah,
to approach it, I find.
yeah. Yeah, and when I do my GSR call, I make sure that I tell my coaches, this is work. Like, if you want to build a successful business, like, it takes work like any other business.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
And, I make sure that I tell my people that. And, there are people that don't want to do the work. That's totally fine. But I'm here because I have a vision and where I
Mm-hmm.
want to go. And
Yeah.
I'm not going to make that happen if I don't do this. And that's kind of like, actually, so that coach that did the national wake up call on Monday, instead of sending people the discount coach script, as soon as they say they want to purchase, she actually just goes straight into the coach mobile app and says, hey, I just signed you up as a coach so you can save 25% off on your on your products and stuff. And then they just automatically enroll. So like I'm thinking, well, do you tell them about, for me, like, I want to know about like the coach price and all that. So I kind of was like, well, I would at least tell them about that, because then they get like these charges and they're just feeling like you kind of scammed them. But like,
Yeah.
maybe you can be like, hey, like, I don't know, but she's like, I don't even give them an option to sign up as a customer. And I mean, there's some people that want to do it that way, whatever. But for me, like, I like to be honest with my people and be like, because I was the exact same way. I was like, Missy, break everything down for me. And I was like, and when she told me she had everything for me, I was like, oh, okay, so I don't have to do this. Like, and it made it feel so much more at ease that I could do this.
Mm-hmm.
And so I really like that. And I mean, I do want to figure out our training so much more better, because I mean, I have a training group that has like stuff in it, but it's like getting the people to actually go in and do the work themselves. It's like pulling nails out of a board. Like, it's impossible. So unless they really want it and want to learn, that's why I show them the back online office when I do my GSR call, so I can be like, everything you need is right here, and it keeps it so simple and basic for you. But yeah. Oh, and Jessica said here, just in case we run out of time and you want to share what I did, I signed up the Mr. and coworker right off. Lost a coworker, but managed to continue to recruit slowly. I keep the Mr. active to help with volume because of my unique position on a dead leg. Poor Jessica. Okay, so she is actually on my strong leg, but I inherited Jessica from 2 other coaches. So her coach quit, and then she moved up to my personally sponsored coach, which was a diamond, and that coach quit. And so Jessica rolled up to me. But where Jessica was placed, she placed her on that leg that I always tell people not to place people, and it's that inner leg. So she's on my strong leg, but she's placed on the inner leg. So she's on 2 dead legs. So she has to build both of those legs by herself with her team, which she's going to do. It's going to happen. Because I was like, why? I went in one day and I was like, why do you have just 0 volume? You should have a lot more than that. And sure enough, she was placed on that leg. So make sure you guys place your coaches on the outside of those legs because we want to help each other as much as possible. So yeah, but that's what Jessica does. And, so she's building both legs. So it doesn't really matter which leg Mr.'s on because she's building both. But she's doing awesome. Any other questions or anything anybody else want to share?
I'm working on helping her.
Good. Yeah, Kayla, like you guys both, take off. And you know what? Brittany Leggett, she's had to build both legs by herself, and she's $1 million earner. So it's freaking possible, and I know you can do it. Just recruit those freaking bomber coaches, You just have to go find them. And they're out there because some of us are sitting right here. Anyone else with questions or comments or anything? Hopefully this helped you guys a little bit more. But I mean, it's things that I have helped. And I mean, I just want to keep this business as simple as possible because I see people overwhelmed. I felt it in myself and my business. Then I have to remember, just go back to the basics, Crystal. Just stick to those 4 bad behaviors. And when I'm feeling overwhelmed, I just focus on inviting. When I focus on inviting, then everything else falls into place. So anything else? Awesome.
You said that lady, that